Okay, so it's Terry from Terry's Train of Thought on Coast FM 96.5 and 97.2. I'm here with Michele and Angela from the Magic Numbers. They will be down in Cornwall on the 14th of May doing a gig at the Regal in Redruth. Hello to Michele and Angela.
Hello.
Oh, hey there.
Hiya. So I'm calling you now from the studio. What are you doing in the studio if your album's done?
Oh, we're just getting little bits of things ready for the tour and doing kind of here and there, just making sure we've got everything ready and doing some interviews and things like that. Pre-tour build up.
So the album's 100% complete.
Yeah.
It's ready to come out on the 11th of May.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I've had a listen to the album. And
it's our fifth album,
Yes, it was absolutely sublime. You've got a great mix there of really buzzing, high-energy tracks, and it goes well into the sort of more dark, somber songs. Is that exactly what you were going for? Are you 100% happy with it?
Really happy with the record. Yeah, it's I think it's one of our best records that we've made. I mean, we feel as if like we're sort of getting more like the band, the sound of the band onto record. You know, when we're live together and we play as a 4-piece, and we just hope that transpires on the record.
I'm guessing you prefer playing live to being in the studio and trying to get the perfect sound for the album.
Yeah, well, they're both very different worlds. I quite like both. I love being on the road, and I also like the idea of kind of creating this thing and making this sort of record that's going to stand the test of time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think we love.
Yeah, just trying to get the energy across. It's nice to try and merge the two.
Yeah,
and really feel like you've managed to get us on record the energy that we feel like when we're getting on stage.
Yeah. So when you're on stage, you've got, is it 33 dates that you're doing on this tour?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, 33 dates. Yeah, so it's quite a fairly long tour. I think you're getting us fairly close to the beginning.
Yeah.
So we'll look very fresh-faced still at that point.
But do you find it difficult to replicate your stage show, or do you do a different show every night?
I think there's definitely elements of trying to change it up a little bit every night, but then you got to be in a comfort where you know what's going to start and what's going to end. And who knows what might happen in the middle.
Fantastic. Do you find you kind of wane a little bit towards the middle of a tour, or do you manage to keep that energy up?
No, it's kind of different energy, and I think, to be honest, like, it all depends on the crowd. Like, we could be absolutely on our like last legs, and like physically just exhausted, but absolutely like completely 100% giving it because the crowd's into it, and we're feeling it as a band, and the sound's great, and we're just like. To be honest, I think we're just so charged for this tour. Like, it's going to be, I think, I'm really looking forward to this. We've
had some shows where we've literally been awake for like 50 hours.
Right.
And we all thought we were going to just pass out on stage. But actually, the crowd were unbelievable and just brought us back to life.
And, if Romeo does pass out, then, we try out.
try different songs.
So you're coming down to Redruth. A lot of people tend to stop at Devon because we're so far down here. What was it that made you come to Cornwall?
I mean, to be honest, we've just had great gigs.
Yeah.
We've just had great gigs there, and remember playing Falmouth.
Yeah, we played on an acoustic tour we did a few years ago, and it was great. I think it was Michelle's birthday.
Yeah.
And we had
I was really sick
cake,
that day, but it was
a cake coming up through the middle of the hall. It was quite good. But no, it was great. We loved it. We have fond memories of Cornwall, actually.
Yeah, and
as when I think myself and Michelle were about 10 and 11.
Oh, yeah.
Both families actually came down to Cornwall we rented out a little house, and we had a week there, and so we do love Cornwall. So.
Yeah, we've hung out a few times, which is cool.
Yeah.
And you've got a day, I think it is, either before or after the gig. Are you going to be staying down here, or is that purely for travelling to your next one?
Where are we? We're in Brighton on the 16th. We may have to. Well, we'll probably actually. Do you know what? I reckon we will probably travel down the day after the Bristol show.
Yeah,
we're on that we're on that side of the country. We may as well just head south.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully
along the coast.
Yeah. So hopefully see a bit of the beach, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So with your songwriting process then, you've had a little, I hate to say you've had a break, because for bands, I guess it never feels like a break. You're always kind of writing, getting together. But with your songwriting process, do you kind of write bits and then get together and try them out, or do you just jam and see what comes up?
Well, it's mainly Romeo that writes the song to start with, and then he brings it to us, and then we work on the arrangement and different melodies that can maybe fit in, and work on the harmonies together. And a lot of the time, him and Michelle would finish off the lyrics. But with the songs, it's always kind of. When the song is finished, it's always got a little stamp from each of us on there, and it's kind of and I think that's important for all of us.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it sort of goes without saying. It's one of those kind of instinctual
kind of things. And I think that's kind of one of my favourite times is when we start working on the songs. It's really exciting time. Even just in the rehearsal studio, not necessarily even recording anything.
Yeah.
So
with the music industry changing, because you started in 2002, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, around that time. Yeah.
Yeah, and since then, technology's changed, so there's more platforms for artists. There's more TV shows introducing artists. Do you find that helpful? Does that give you more places to go, or has that hindered you at all?
I think, in a way, when we first came out, we knew all the avenues that we were to take. Now there are a million, and we're like, which way do we go?
Yeah.
And it's all. Every day there's something new to put your music out on, and. In a way, that's a great thing, and but then it's so hard for it to be very direct for people.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think for me, it's a complete different game, completely. It's just like it was very like Ange says, it was very much standard kind of way of doing everything. The record comes out. And now you can do various different things, do your own thing in a way, which is great. But the thing that is really sort of changed, I think, just in people's way of listening to music, it's insane. It's just like this kind of collecting, and they're not actually sinking into a record, and then that's the really kind of sad part of the internet and the how quick it is to get something, and how much how fast you move on from a band and from a record. And I remember we used to buy records and listen to it and cassettes even, and like play it to death till it was warped. And you just don't do that anymore, and people just don't do that anymore, and it is sad. Bands used to tour records, like we toured our records for like 4 years, the first 2 albums. And it's like,
because
we
people
want to still do that. You
Yeah.
know, we want to come to Falmouth and we want to come to various different venues which we haven't been before. You know, and I think a lot of bands should do that. And also that's another thing, you know, like not sticking with the usual venues, which is something
going off the
that
beaten track a little bit.
which is something that we've tried to do actually over the years, and that's why we did that acoustic tour and yeah,
and there's a lot of places on this tour that we haven't played as well. Yeah,
which was a definite sort of, you know, deliberate move on our terms.
Yeah, that's
it's a different world,
fantastic.
Man. Yeah,
when I heard that you were coming down to the Regal, it's one of those places that gets good bands, good local bands, but it's not necessarily a place where the bigger groups like yourself would go. That would be more like Hull for Cornwall or
so yeah,
it's brilliant to see that you're taking that up. And as a big fan of the band, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys.
Good. Yeah.
cool.
Well, we just think, you know, why not go to these places?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
it's like, again, it's us just doing our own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're glad that you guys are going to come down to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the whole ethos of your album as well, being an outsider.
Very much is,
Yeah.
So yeah, that all works really well.
And that, kind of saying to other people as well that it's sort of, that it's okay. Like, you know, it's cool. Like, you know,
it's okay to be a weirdo.
Yeah. Just do your thing, man. Just like really, and believe in it, and find sort of comfort in everyone else that's feeling a bit odd and strange and like,
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt coming into the world.
Exactly.
Just stunning to hear somebody that's producing music around that and bringing people together.
Oh, great.
Oh,
that's
cool,
really
man.
good.
Thanks. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I will let you good people go.
Oh.
Cheers, dude. Thank you.
And just say thank you very much for talking to me.
Well, thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, come and say hi and have a drink. Yeah,
we'll come and see you.
Yeah.